Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Emily Pearl Show, live from our New York studio tonight. All right. All right. So, we're going to have an exciting show for you tonight because we have a special guest all the way to England, and we appreciate her being up so late. So, for her, it is already Saturday morning. Mm, and we are here on Friday night. So thank you all for joining us, and we definitely thank her for staying open. Staying up, I mean. So late, okay. All right, so I sent out a message, but I guess I was typing another one. That's in time looking to welcome to the show. Hello and welcome. Where is it? Okay, hello and welcome. It was there. I want to see if we are being able to post our chats tonight. Looks like we are, so that's good. Yeah, they're coming in. Okay, so let's bring in the team tonight. We've got the co-hosts of the Moses. Been with the Emily Pearl Show 10 years now. Hello, SYBIL, Marie
Hi
Presley.
there. Hello.
Hello. And for been with us about a year now, y'all. The heartbeat of the South and my every heartbeat, my son, one and only Tim Harrington.
All right. Good evening, ladies. How
Hey,
y'all doing?
All right, we're doing all right
good to
there.
see
We're
you.
happy. We're happy.
Likewise.
And our Nashville correspondent been with us about 3 months, going on third of a year now. Kathy CC Carlson.
Hey,
Hi,
Kathy.
Kathy.
Hey,
How are you?
Friday.
She's our entertainment correspondent. We're so proud of her.
Yes,
Yeah,
everybody's looking
thank
good
you.
tonight, and I'm going to find the live video. Y'all take this time to share as well, okay? So I'm sharing now, saying that we are live. Please join us live from New York.
Okay.
We're in the New York studio tonight. Each show has its own studio, and that's what I love it.
I love New
Like,
York City.
excuse me, join us. Oh, Greece, trying to get that in there. Okay, so Tim, what you been up to since the last time I saw you?
Oh, not a whole lot of anything. Just kind of taking it easy. That's about it.
Looks like I was froze there. I see.
You back.
Okay, and let's see. I
Froze
think
now.
I'm gonna see computer a little bit, trying to click on that. So what you Tim?
You froze and you're going in and out.
Can you hear? That's okay. Oh, you can hear me good.
Yeah, I can hear you a little bit.
You can hear me good. Can you hear me
Yeah, I can hear you
good?
now.
Okay, let me check my
Yeah.
volume. Okay, I know I need Kathy's volume up because she was way down. And let me check mine.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm getting mine up a little bit. Okay, yeah, we can hear you much better now. Hi, Sandra. Welcome. I'm
Hi,
just sharing.
Sandra.
Sandra, help me share the
Um,
show. And yeah, I'm just
Hi,
sharing now to let
Sandra.
Thank you,
everybody know that
Sandra.
we are live. Yeah, and so you just been doing what, Tim? I'll put me down here. I'm gonna switch places with you.
oh, okay.
Everybody know me.
Not a whole lot of
Okay.
anything. Thank God it's Friday. Just been taking it
I know,
easy.
right?
Yeah,
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 we
absolutely.
love Friday.
Yeah, so anytime we can make it through another week, another day, it's a good day.
That's true. Okay. So I know you've been up to a lot. What you been doing since the
I'm
last time I
Mm-hmm.
always
saw you?
up to something, but what I wanted
Hi,
to do,
Mary. Hi, Mary from Michigan.
I'm Mary.
I'm sorry, Sybil. Go ahead.
I have an important announcement to make.
Okay.
Emily Pearls and I want to congratulate Elaine Elizabeth Presley for becoming bronze in Live Good Organic All Natural Health Products. She got promoted, and she's our
Yay.
Yay.
team member and affiliate. And the way she got
Yay.
promoted is through CATHY CARLSON joining us. And we want to congratulate Kathy CC Carlson for becoming an affiliate in Live Good as Elaine Elizabeth Presley's team. She's on that, which is part of our team. And
All right.
All right. Congratulations.
we're so excited.
Yeah, thank you
Congratulations,
for
Kathy.
Kathy and
thank you for the free
Congratulations.
business card. Yeah.
we
Okay.
are very excited to have Kathy and our Live Good Organic All Natural Health Products family. And I want to take a moment to please visit Kathy's Live Good website, and
Okay.
it is livegood.com/Carlson Kathy M. That is CARLSON CATHYM. Livegood.com/Carlson Kathy M. She has a beautiful website, and she will really appreciate you visiting her wonderful website.
All right.
Congratulations,
Here.
Kathy.
Thank you.
Okay.
All
Type in the
right. I'm
website,
glad to be
Sybil. Type in the website in the chat.
My chat won't open.
You normally type in the chat. Okay. Give me the website. I'll
It's not
type it
coming
in.
on. I tell you how I can do it. I can go to Facebook and type it in there.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I'll let you step
I'll be
away.
right
Let me
back.
take. All right. I'll take you off the screen for just a minute. She'll be back, y'all. All
Mhm.
right, Kathy. I want to go ahead and get to our
Yeah.
guests and let you get to introducing her for us. And her name is that what?
Deborah Fennella. It just rolls off your tongue. And she's from the
Yay!
UK. She's
Oh, thank
fabulous.
you on the show.
Just
So
Welcome,
fabulous.
Deborah.
Um,
Hello,
Well,
welcome.
hello.
thank you.
Okay,
yes,
continue.
she's a multi-award winning recognized top soprano, operatic, contemporary singer-songwriter. And she's also a social conscious music producer. And she did work with Skylar Jett as well. And she's a humanitarian. She's signed to Dragon Records and Gemstars Talent Management. All right. And numerous casting
That's
agencies
a
are,
lot.
and just contact me at www.gemstars dash Gemstars Management Talent Management. That's it. Gemstars Talent Management, all with just like those hyphens between them. So .com. And if you need her for a booking, I'd be happy to book her. She's so talented and she sings in all the genres. And I love her dance music. I've been playing it ever since.
Oh,
I love it.
Oh, thank you so much.
Here's
Okay, so
Deborah
Kathy,
Fennella. Rolls right up the door. Yes.
can you give me that website again slowly? I'm typing.
Oh, sure. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Kathy,
It's W.
Kathy.
Oh,
I
my
got
site for the talent management.
I got Jim Starter. That's where I
Dot
stopped.
stars plural hyphen and then
Jim
talent
Star,
and
Jim
then
Star
hyphen
hyphen.
Gemstars plural dash talent
Can you type it in?
TALENT.
Can you type it
Where?
in? In the chat. In the
Yeah,
chat
well,
box. Do you see the chat box?
okay.
All right, thanks.
No, I've never done. Oh, I can't. I think all I see is search, and that'll probably bounce me out. So
No,
just trust me. Gemstars dash
in the chat
talent
box.
management.com.
Okay. So we'll get it during the break. All right. All right. So Deborah,
All right.
again.
And she's also.
Okay, continue.
She's
I'm
also
sorry. I didn't know there was more.
No, she's got a lot. She's got a lot of credits. She deserves it because she's a humanitarian and she's involved with awards ceremonies. She'll talk about that. But she's been a producer and she's also been in a local musical theater company where she lives in Dorset. That's where she lives in the UK. And she directed and produced a few music videos on her own. And she's currently now studying the guitar. How do you have time for all
Wow.
this, Deborah?
I don't know how
I'm
she
very
does it all.
organised. I'm very good with structured with time as well.
I don't know how she does all of that. That's a lot.
Oh, thank
That is,
you.
it's,
I
wow,
started,
my goodness.
to be honest, as a child, from the age of 3, I started singing, and my mum's a singer, and my grandparents were singers as well. So it started from a very early age, the actual singing side of things, and also singing in choirs and doing musical theatre and acting and dance as well. And then started in like the TV casting world from the age of 7. So it's always been a huge passion of mine to sing to the world and heal those in need by sharing my natural talents. And I dedicate my life to be of service to help people as well. So I just feel eternally blessed, to be honest, and blessed that Gary Knight signed me to K-Dragon Records, because it's been a lifelong dream of mine to finally get signed to a record label, of which he did many years later.
Yeah.
But also going back to when I was a child and starting out in the TV casting world, it was all about, how you present yourself and believing in yourself, and also confidence as well. So I'd be backwards and forwards doing modeling or on TV and film sets as well. And it opened my eyes, I think, from a very early age, going into the TV casting world as a child, because before then I was actually quite shy. You wouldn't believe it now, because I'm not so shy. I'm very chatty, but as a child I was actually quite shy until I embarked more down the casting world from the age of 7.
Okay, that's a really long resume and accolade list that you have. My goodness. Geez, I just don't know where you find the time to do all of that. And I thought I did a lot. And Cathy is another one that's right behind you with everything that she does. Man, I tell you guys, tell me what is the secret? What is the secret?
I think, to be honest, Emily, it's all about being organised, Cathy. It's about being organised and being structured. I'm one of these people. I start one project, and once I've started that one project, then I'll start another project. Once I've started the second project, then I go back to the first project and I'll complete it. Then I go to my second project, complete it. Then I start my third project. So that's the way that my mindset works, really. How I can be so organised and get lots done.
So like a chain line, huh?
Yes, I suppose it is really.
A production line. Just keep going.
Most definitely, until I drop and then fall asleep.
All right, so SYBIL, the link, I clicked on that. I was trying to show this on the stream, and I clicked on the link. It took me right to her site. Okay, so there is Cathy's information, and all I needed was the website, SYBIL, because now it's so small that people can hardly see it. Okay, so, but it looks like she has livegoodtour.com/Cat CARLSON CATHY
I can take the other one off.
Yes, correct.
Just put in one website, the main one that people need to go to.
Yeah,
okay?
I didn't realize it was coming up on front. Okay, I'll take care of it.
All right, thank you. All right, we're gonna take a little break, and when we come back, Cathy, you're gonna start out with the questions, okay? For our guests.
Sure.
Then we'll move over to Tim. We'll move over to SYBIL. And I'm just going to chime in unless something that comes up that I have to just ask about. All right, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's a good thing that I can get our chat working this time. I did contact the studio about it. And I think what was happening was that we do have a new studio server. And our studio that used to be called Stream Labs is now called Talk Studio. So they were switching over everything, and I think that's how come we had some glitches going on. But thank God they're done.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yes. So look, y'all stick and stay. Don't go away. And we will be back. Okay, so I see you got that up there, and I will put that on after we come back from break. I'm trying to get over to our commercial segment right now, and my All right. Here we go, y'all. Stay tuned, okay? Don't go away. Yeah, we may not be right back, but we'll be back.
A VPN is great for security and privacy. By hiding your IP address and encrypting your traffic, it shields your data from snoopers and all kinds of cyber attacks. But its protection scope is limited. So, NordVPN is becoming more than just a VPN. We are introducing a brand new feature to the desktop apps, Threat Protection, and it's going to take your digital security to the next level. Once you enable it on your NordVPN app, Threat Protection will guard your device against malicious websites, malware, trackers, and intrusive ads, even if you're not connected to a VPN server at the time. That's right, when you switch it on, it'll stay on, regardless of your VPN connection. Let's take a look at how it can improve your cybersecurity. Online, one wrong turn can spell disaster for your private data, but not with Threat Protection. It blocks dangerous websites that might potentially host malware, even if you click on a dangerous link by accident. Next up, Malware Protection. If you accidentally download an infected file, it's not the end of your devices just yet. Threat Protection scans every file you download. If a file turns out to be infected, it gets deleted immediately before it can wreak havoc on your computer. Most websites you enter are stuffed with trackers that follow you from one page to another, creating a unique profile of who you are and what you like. Threat Protection blocks trackers, so you can surf the net with more privacy. Ever opened a web page only to be bombarded with intrusive ads and loud autoplay videos? Well, they're not only annoying, some of them can actually be a cyber threat. Threat Protection blocks the intrusive and malicious ads on the spot. So, how do you take your device security to the next level? Make sure you have the latest NordVPN app version on your computer. Then open it and click on the little shield. It's the Threat Protection icon. Toggle the switch on and enjoy ultimate security. You can also find Threat Protection Lite on your mobile apps, but it won't block trackers or malicious files on your phone just yet. Step up your cybersecurity and stay safe.
Okay, everybody, we're back. Bringing in the rest of the team, starting with Tim because he's at the top, and then SYBIL. I might move some people around because we definitely want our guests not hidden. Okay, so I'm going to switch places with you, Deborah. Put you right at the top there so that when the comments come in, they know me. They don't have to see my face. They know me. Okay. And let's see, I got 2 chats to put up that came in. Ernestine, also from Kalamazoo. Hey, Ernestine,
Ernestine.
welcome.
Kind of saying.
And Marcus is here. So I said hello to Marcus. He's not in
What's
the
up,
comment.
Marcus?
Hi,
He's not in
Marcus.
the comment yet. A lot of people watching that are not in the comment. This is a question for me, so everybody get ready to type your answer that I'm going to ask you before Kathy we start our Q&A with our guests. So everybody get ready to type. Aha, okay. All right then. The website that Sybil wanted to put in for Kathy is this right here. livegood.com/Carlson Kathy M. I'm gonna leave that up there for a while everybody types in, and I want the team to answer this question too by typing in your answer. All right, so our special guest tonight is from England. I want to know, have you ever wanted to go to England? Yes or no?
Mm.
And if yes, I want you to type in the reason why. Okay? So, Kathy, you can begin questions and I'm going to start typing my answer. Okay?
Okay. All right. Well, Deborah has accolades. They include receiving multiple. Do you say panache? Is that how you say it?
Yes, it's
Panache Global
Entertainment Awards.
Okay. And it's a humanitarian award. As a matter of fact, Elaine Elizabeth Presley won it a couple years in a row, right? Is that correct? And
Yes.
Yeah.
so we congratulate Presley on that. And so she has dedicated that to humanity. It says 2019. Does that mean with awards? That's when you started that?
I started Panache going back in 2019, and it all started with one of my friends put me forwards for a Panache Award, for a humanitarian award, and also for my dedication to music in the music industry. You know, from a child doing all of my grades, studying opera, contemporary, and completing grade 8 as well, and all of my charity work. So I was invited along to go to the Panache Global Entertainment Awards. And Princess Peace wanted me to open the awards, singing God Save Our King. So it was quite a momentous opportunity for me to go all the way up to London and to sing in front of royalty, African royalty and dignitaries and, you know, very influential people, and open up the Panache Global Entertainment Awards. And I didn't realise I was actually up for 2 awards until she called my name up, and I went on stage on 2 occasions. So I was like so excited. And we got on so well. Princess P said to me, Deborah Fennella, I really like you. I want you to be part of Panache Awards executive team. So now I'm part of Panache Global Entertainment Awards executive team. I'm the welfare officer. And we are actually coming up to our 10th anniversary this year. So we've got a big award ceremony on the 25th of November in Stratford in London, where we're going to award people, you know, up and down the country and also abroad as well, for their dedication of service to humanity and acts of kindness, and recognise those people that, you know, are not necessarily recognised for the dedication of service to others within, you know, their communities or doing their charity work or in the TV, film and music industry. So I feel really blessed to be part of Panache Global Entertainment Awards, and Princess Peace also got me to write a Panache Global Entertainment anthem for the COVID Hero Awards back in 2021. And I got up again and performed that in front of everybody. It's now actually the Panache anthem. So every year I open the awards and I sing God Save Our Gracious King. Then I sing also the African and the Nigerian anthem. And then I also sing the Panache anthem that I wrote as well. So literally one after the other, which is great fun. And I help organise the awards with the executive team too. I feel really, really blessed.
All right, I have a question.
Wow.
For humanitarian work, I noticed that a lot of the Englanders seem to be really, really empathetic and sympathetic, and even through his history,
Yes.
have always wanted to do humanitarian work. Do you know why, or do you have an opinion on that?
I think, at the end of the day, it's just having compassion, a good heart, and empathy, and wanting to make the world a better place. And
Mm-hmm.
everyone's got the opportunity to spread acts of kindness and, to bring everybody together as one and support one another as well. And
Mm-hmm.
that's the first sort of way to start, really. Everyone can make a difference in the world. It just depends on what way you want to make a difference within the world, whether it's sharing your natural talents or writing a charity song or raising money for charity or doing something within your community. It's
Mm-hmm.
all about, making the world a better place, Emily, to be honest.
So, do you think that it comes from the top, from the royal family, down through your history of England? Because I'm a scholar of the history of England, and I do know that in the beginning, y'all had some really ruling, cruel kings
Yes.
and queens, But thank goodness for the last almost 100 years, it was
Yes.
Queen Elizabeth. And do you think that she played a major role in changing the attitude of the people as far as in a humanitarian aspect?
Yes, I think, to be honest, God rest her soul, Her Majesty the Queen, she had such a big heart, and she was all about kindness and humanitarian work and bringing the people together and making the world a better place. So we were very blessed and very honoured to have her as our Queen for such a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And she's sorely missed. And now obviously we've got His Majesty King Charles,
Yeah.
and he's following in his mother's footsteps, and he's got a huge heart. And again, he's also humanitarian, and he does an awful lot for charity, with Camilla,
Mm-hmm.
as well as Prince William and Kate as well. I mean, Kate is also known as the Queen of Hearts because she's got
Mm-hmm.
a big heart, just like Princess Diana had a good heart as well. And I think, like you say, it does, stem back to the monarchy, really, doesn't
Yes.
it? Going back through history. But times have changed. And I think as the world is changing and
Mm-hmm.
humanity is waking up consciously, they're more
Mm-hmm.
waking to the pathway of love, and let's all come together, and peace is the answer, most
Yeah,
definitely.
I agree, and I'm really glad that King Charles, had his mother so long to teach him
Yes.
her way, because I think that will make and will be the difference in how he rules. And so I think that, from my observations, I just need a validation from you as an Englander. Do you think that the people feel comfortable with King Charles rule coming up, and that it will be kept much like his mother's rule?
Yes, I think a lot of British people have got complete faith in King Charles, to lead the people forwards now, as we go forwards in these times of change. But
Mm-hmm.
also because he's done so much charity work and dedication of service to humanity, I think it's really opened up people's hearts to really warm to King Charles as well, which is, been a stepping stone to prepare him to obviously step on the throne. And
Mm-hmm.
you know when it was his coronation, going back just over a week ago, we had thousands and thousands, maybe a few million actually,
I
kind of
saw, I
watching
watched,
in all over
yeah.
the world. We're so blessed, to be honest, to have a monarchy in the UK, and people do flock from all over, around the world to visit Buckingham Palace and just get a glimpse of a royal member maybe going through the gates as well. So I do feel very blessed, to be honest, and I love the royal family, most definitely.
Okay. Tim,
Yeah.
Sybil, if not, if y'all don't have questions, we'll go back to Kathy.
Well,
I always have a question. You
go
go
ahead,
first,
Sylvia.
Tim. No, you go ahead.
Okay.
You're the rooster.
I know you've done a lot and you've seen a lot, but if you had a choice to work with anybody that you would want to, who would that be and why?
But I think as a little girl growing up, my inspiration was Kate Bush. And the reason being was she was very different with her music, but she's very much a social conscious music producer herself. And she's very unique, and she pushed all the boundaries, to be honest. And I remember from the age of 9, I used to sing Wuthering Heights in the streets, entertaining my neighbours. And I'd get on the brick wall and do all the actions as well to Kate Bush. So she was my inspiration as a child growing up, but also Diana Ross and Supremes, because my mum was always playing Diana Ross and Supremes. So I was always singing along with Diana Ross and the Supremes.
Diana Ross of the Supremes. Yeah.
Music.
Diana Ross performed over in England a lot.
She has most definitely. So, and also Michael Jackson, he was another huge inspiration as a child, because my brother used to play all of his music. So our home was very musical, really. With, you know, we all had our different tastes in music. My sister was into Wham. You know, my mum was into Diana Ross and Supremes. My brother Peter was into Michael Jackson. And then also my mum, you know, as I say, she was interested in other different musicians, but her main one was Diana Ross Supremes, and then me with Kate Bush. And then my brother Paul, I think he just sort of went along with the flow, and he liked sort of hip hop music. So again, he was completely different. He still likes hip hop music even now. So when I recorded with a rapper going back a few years ago, he absolutely loved it, because that's his sort of genre, really, you know, bless him. So I think, and also Sarah Brightman, she's a huge impact on me in respect to studying opera, because she has a phenomenal voice. And, you know, after hearing her for the first time many years ago, I thought, I need to now study opera. I've done all my grades. I'm a top soprano anyway. I'll start having operatic singing lessons, of which I did. I joined operatic singing choir as well, and joined in with that. And then I also did the Big Sing for Bournemouth Symphony Orchestra, and we had a wonderful time, because the whole theatre was filled up, and there was 5,000 people all singing within this Big Sing. So if you can imagine, the acoustics were phenomenal, all of us blasting our voices out. Wow. So I think I would love to sing with Sarah Brightman one day. That is on my bucket list. And maybe Kate Bush. Freddie Mercury, he was another huge inspiration, and a phenomenal singer. There's so many, you know, I can list so many, but I'd say that there have been these huge sort of big ones that have been a big impact in my life, because they are humanitarians and do a lot of work to make this world a better place, most definitely.
Good.
Are your parents living? Are your parents living?
My dad, sadly, he passed away a couple of months ago. He's been battling cancer for years.
I'm so sorry.
Bless him. And he loved me singing Kate Bush, you know, as a child. And he actually named me after Fennella Fielding, because he loved Fennella Fielding, who was a British actress. And
he did. Okay.
Found the acting path as a child, and still do acting even now. So I think that's an influence. My father sort of pushing me down the acting role as a child, and entertainment, as well as my mum with the musical theatre side, because she loves musical theatre and she's done musical theatre. We've been on stage many a time performing, which has been wonderful. And I've now got my brother into acting as well, and he plays my husband in Altogether Tavern. And it's a TV comedy series where it's based around a pub, a little bit like comedy.
I love British comedies. I've been watching them for years.
Have you?
Keep up appearances, keeping up appearances. And
that's my favorite.
The store, Mrs. Slocum and her. And then my very first one that I really loved was Absolutely Fabulous. That series, that was so awesome. I'm telling you, I can tell you, I watched those over and over and over and over.
I love it. It was really good as well. I mean, Lisa Loops, who is the script writer and the founder of Liamino Productions, she's done a fantastic script. I mean, I play Lauren, and Lauren is very snobby, and she's a little bit like Mrs. Bucket, but she reads and she plays right up in the pub.
Okay.
role really well. And my brother Paul is actually my husband, and he plays Ralph.
Oh, he plays Ralph.
He-
Okay.
Okay.
So when is this? When is this? When is this? You said it's a TV series.
Well, what we're doing, we're going to be filming the pilot within the next couple of months. And she's also, I'm sorting it out for Lisa at the moment. We're going to do a couple of days musical theatre production, doing Altogether Tavern here in Dorset as well. And she's hoping to obviously get a network that's going to love the concept of the comedy show, and then basically say, right, we love it, we want to, sign you up and take it on board. So that's her aim with Altogether Tavern. But we have so much fun, playing our roles. I love it. And like Lisa says, it's her favourite character.
Yeah.
How I sort of really embarrassed my brother, who's my husband, and really kicking off. And it's like, oh my goodness, here she goes again, and some of the one-liners that I've got, it is hilarious, honestly. I do find it really comical, but I've got to be quite serious.
Oh wow! Well, I can't wait to see that. So let us
thank
know.
you.
Yeah, me too.
Be sure to keep us posted.
I will do. Once
All
we've
right,
done it, on to you.
Okay, Cathy, we're gonna take a break. When we come back, we're gonna let you finish the professional questions, okay? Because we just been doing personal questions.
Sybil had next.
Sybil, okay, Sybil, you got some questions, Sybil? Okie dokie,
Yeah,
then, y'all.
You want to wait till you come back or what?
Oh, it'll be when we come back. But I'm
Yeah.
going to let we have one of these. We have a new commercial that I put into the to the reel.
Yeah.
Deborah, that's not really a commercial, okay?
Okay.
It is our very own co-hostess of the Moses, and we're gonna start with that while we take a break. I want you to see how our co-hostess of the Moses can really get down. Don't nobody go away, y'all. Stick and stay.
Oh, Warden, you know I just want my baby out of jail. Where's that banjo? Wash your clothes, now scrub all your floors. You better get my baby out of jail. Oh, Warden, no, I just want my baby out of jail. With that train run right, you'll be back in your arms tonight. Well, I just want my baby out of jail. Oh, Warden, no, I just want my baby out of jail. I say, Warden, I just want my baby out of jail. All right.
What am I gonna get? Ooh, cherries. Oh, okay. How about cherry ice cream? With sprinkles? And maybe a baguette. And a French boy. Bonjour. Ooh la la, baby. You know what I need? Bath bombs. Bombs away! Gotta have Takis. Oh, I need balls. Okay, I'm gonna need some glue. Oh, and a new charger. I can never find those things. And I gotta get flowers for mommy. And a little something for me. Can I get a robe?
Welcome to the Shack 12-Week Shred. My name is Rock Shabazz, and I'm here to take you through the same program that I made for this guy right here.
This program is without a doubt a huge reason why I was able to get fit and stay fit. If you put in the work and stay consistent, you just might be able to keep up. It's time for you to get to work.
All right. I like it. I like it. I like it when you make it like that. Okay. We're back. I'm bringing in the rest of the team, going down the road, bring them all in, and I'm going to let y'all talk about the causes of the Moses performance. What did y'all think about that?
It kept freezing on my screen.
Did it freeze on everybody's screen?
No, it's fine.
Great job, Sybil. Great job.
Yeah, let's give her a round of applause, everybody. That Sybil was getting down.
Deborah, that was my first time ever playing the banjo.
Was it? You're so natural. You're amazing. Well done.
She is a natural, and I put it in to play it every time we have a show.
I loved it.
Because Deborah, I love it. I've told Sybil so many times. I know her. She's tired of hearing it.
I love it.
But I love. That's the best thing I ever do in my whole life.
Yeah. So my style is bluegrass. Do you have bluegrass in London and England?
Yes.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Let's laugh. We gotta laugh at that audience because Sybil, why would you think they wouldn't have bluegrass in England?
Well, I don't know. Different countries specialize in different music. Like
not
Ireland
necessarily.
has they have a Irish type music.
Yeah, but I mean that's just like their cultural music, but that people listen to all kinds of music, right, Deborah?
Oh, most definitely in the UK. As I say, it depends on the individual and the individual's, personal sort of preference and taste, really.
Yeah,
the music that they like. And we're very fortunate because we have so many different genres all over the world. So I think there's so much different variations of music out there that there's something for everybody to listen to.
Exactly. Okay, Kathy. But okay, Sybil, that's right to you. I'm sorry.
All I want to do is ask you, do you have a favorite style of music that you like to perform? You're so versatile.
I must admit, Sybil, I'm very fortunate to have a very versatile voice because a lot of people will have one tone in their voice. But where my voice is very versatile and I've had so many years vocal training as well, I can, play around a lot with my vocals from going a few octaves off of the piano, singing opera, and then obviously doing contemporary and also doing the trance dance music as well. So as you've listened to or seen some of my music, every piece is very different and unique as well. It's funny because I got interviewed yesterday on a local radio station. Well, it's not that local to me, but it's in the UK. And the funny thing was the radio presenter said to me, she said, all of your music is very unique and it's very different. So I feel very blessed to be able to do that, but also Gary Knight supporting me with my music, being a social conscious music producer. All of my lyrics, you know, are all about serving humanity, uplifting humanity and healing humanity and helping humanity to believe in themselves as well. So I feel very fortunate that Gary is very into my music, as he says.
Very good. So Cathy, I want you to get okay, we put the website in of how to get in touch with her. We actually have about 10 more minutes. So Cathy, can you do us a couple of questions, professional questions?
Sure. Yes. Well, we mentioned that the type of artist that Deborah grew up loving and her family as well. But also, Deborah has recorded songs with JD. Can you let us know a little bit about JD and your songs with JD?
JD is a rapper who's actually signed to K-Dragon Records. And I said to JD that I really would love to release, because I've released quite a few charity songs. And I said I'd like to release a charity song during the pandemic, again, to uplift and humanity and give them faith that even though we was in those tragic times of COVID and it was horrendous times, you know, a lot of the world was in turmoil. So many people were losing their lives and they were scared. So I said to, you know, JD, I really, you know, want to do a song to help, you know, bring more awareness and support those that are struggling in the pandemic. So he said to me, okay, I'm definitely interested in this. You know, supporting a mental health charity is very dear to my heart too. And I've also lost friends that committed suicide due to mental health. So it was a charity that was very dear to my heart, and also had family members as well suffered mental health themselves. So what I did turn around and say to JD, I decided the charity that I'm going to choose is Heads Together, which was the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge charity. And again, they do phenomenal work supporting, you know, all ages that struggle with mental health. So I came up with my lyrics and he came up with his lyrics. And I said, well, I want to do something completely different. Rather than sing the lyrics, I want to do it more as sort of subliminal affirmations. So then, you know, when people wake up in the morning, they're going to, you know, hear the words, shine bright, see the light. Step out the dark into the light. As I wake up in the morning, as the sun is dawning, thoughts in my head, time to get out of bed, shine bright, see the light, step out the dark into the light. So again, the way that we put his like rapping lyrics, because he was expressing how he's, you know, gone through his own battles with mental health. And then I'm coming in with the positive affirmations, and it just put a completely different stamp on that particular song. So when I took it to Gary Knight, he said, wow, I love it. It's completely different. So I then also sent a letter off to the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. But because obviously we was in the pandemic, they did actually reply back to me. So I still got my letter from Kensington Palace, which I will frame. And they thanked myself and JD for actually writing and releasing this song for their charity. And they said, however, because we are in the throes of the pandemic, we can't get involved as much as we would like to. But we will, you know, support your song through our charity. And we want to say a huge thank you to you. So that's how that song came about, Cathy, to be honest.
Wow, I'm blown away. I didn't expect that.
Awesome. Yeah, we got to give it a round of applause for that. That's awesome.
That's
beautiful, beautiful.
I like that.
Since you know Jay-Z, maybe you can tell him to come on our poor little old show. And
it don't cost anything to ask.
No, don't cost anything to ask. He could just be humanitarian to us and help us to grow.
Most definitely. Anything I can do for you guys, just let me know. Honestly, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
If you want to song,
well, you know where to find, I mean, through Cathy or through Facebook, Emily Pearls. Just put that in. It's only one in the whole wide world. It's only one Emily Pearls. There's a lot of Emily Kirks. A lot of Emily, my last name, Kirks.
Oh,
a lot of Emily's, but only Emily Pearls. And then you'll see my smiling face. Yes. One more question, Cathy, and then we all have to go.
Oh, okay. Now, composer Mark Bussell,
Yes.
is that it?
Yes.
Can you talk about that? Okay.
Well, the first time I actually met Mark Bussell was when I wrote my charity single Homeless at Christmas, and it is actually a true story. We went on holiday to Hamburg going back in, I think it was 2018. And
Germany?
In Hamburg, my husband and my son and myself, we all went over to Hamburg just before
Are
Christmas.
you talking about Germany?
In Germany, yes. In Germany.
Yes.
And they had quite a few refugees that flew their war-torn country and went over to Hamburg in the hope to find work and accommodation.
Mm-hmm.
And I never forget it because it was freezing cold and it was like snowing outside. And we was walking down the road past a row of shops, and there was this sort of food supermarket, and I could see a young chap, and he's all huddled up in his old torn blanket, shivering. And I went over to him and I said to my husband, I need to chat to him. You know, we need to help him. So I went over to him and I asked him what happened. And he said that he had to flee his country. And I said to him, you look freezing cold. And he said, I am. He said, I'm hungry. And, you know, I would love a hot drink. So I went and got him some hot food and I got him a hot drink and handed it to him. And he was so eternally grateful. And I said to my husband, right, we're on a mission. We're going to go around and all of the homeless people that we see, we're going to do exactly the same and help those people as well. And one guy we went up to, and my husband got him a McDonald's, and he handed the McDonald's to him and a hot drink. And next minute he turned around and said, is that it? And my husband looked at him sort of shocked, you know, because obviously the first guy that I met, he was so eternally grateful. And I did say to the angels, because he had a huge impact on me. And that, you know, I couldn't get him out of my head. And I did say to the angels, because he was the first one that I saw, please look after this gentleman. Anyway, the next day, as we was walking back down that particular street where the row shops were, we could see police and they were hovering around the shops. And I said to my husband, oh my God, I hope the homeless man is okay. And the closer that we got, they were actually standing around his body, and he died. He froze to death in the freezing cold.
Oh my goodness.
And it just really broke my heart. And it was so sad. All he wanted was a place to call home, a place to stay, you know, and it really broke my heart. And at that moment in time, I could see his spirit coming out of his physical body. And I don't know if you've seen the film Ghost, where one minute he's alive and next minute he's dead, his spirit rises out of his physical body. Well, I see his soul coming out of his physical body, and he was in shock. He was like, well, what's happening? He hadn't died that long, you know, before obviously we'd come down and the police were there. And I said to him, unfortunately, you've died. Your physical body froze to death and you've died. So I said to him, I'm going to help you to cross over. So I said a little prayer to God and the angels and called forth the angels to help him. And next minute, a beautiful white light came.
Oh, beautiful.
Him. And as the light came to collect him and he was stepping into the light, his loved ones were waiting for him in the light because God called him home at Christmas. So it was emotional. Yeah. So when I got home, I decided the amount of people that walked past that poor homeless guy and ignored him and didn't stop, but I was the one that did stop. So I decided I was going to write a song in memory of him, and I'd call it Homeless at Christmas.
Oh, so, that is very nice.
And how he must have felt living on the streets, you know, and all he wanted was a place to call home. So I wrote the song. And I contacted the recording studios, Martin of Active Studio here in Dorset. And I said to him, I said, hey, Martin, do you know of a composer that can compose the music? I've written this beautiful, very sentimental song about a homeless man that I met. And he was homeless at Christmas. And I want to dedicate it to all of the homeless people around the world to bring more awareness, not to walk past homeless people, but to stop. Everyone's got a story to tell and, you know, make a difference in this world. So he said, well, I know of a fantastic composer and he's called Mark Bussell. Here's his number. So he sent me the number and I contacted him immediately and explained to him who I was. So he arranged to come over to my house and I read him the lyrics. And he says, so how are you going to sing the song? So I came up with a tune, and as I started singing it, we're called the dynamic duo, to be honest, now, because we've worked on so many songs together. But he starts coming up with this tune, and it was just so beautiful. And then I'm saying to him, when at the end God calls him home, if you can imagine the heavenly choir and Archangel Gabriel blowing his trumpet, I said, I want the trumpets, just as God's calling him home and he's going into the light. So everything that I asked Mark to put in that particular song, he did. And then we released it into the music charts. Gary Knight did at K-Dragon Records in December 2019. It was played all over the world, even in New York. So he was in New York at the time, Emily, when it was actually released. So I got interviewed in New York.
Awesome. Well, let's give a round of applause to that story. It's a beautiful story. Successful. And we got 2 minutes to get out of the studio. Tim, last comments.
Oh man, that's a wonderful show. I hate it all had to come to an end, but maybe
I know.
Maybe we can do it again.
Do it again. That's
Deborah,
right.
thank you so much for coming by and sharing your endeavors with us. With that being said, I just wish everybody love, peace, and happiness, and let's be safe out there.
Thank you, Tim. Several last comments short.
We really enjoyed you. Hope you can come back again. And Kathy, you outdid yourself inviting Deborah to be on our show. You're just a walking encyclopedia of music adventures.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes,
thank
indeed.
you. And thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Tim. And thank you, SYBIL.
Thank you so much.
Show.
Kathy, you got time to get in your last comment. Kathy.
Well, what is your website, Deborah?
My
your
website
again.
It's www.deborahfenella.singer-songwriter.co.uk. So it's www.deborahfenella.singer-songwriter.co.uk.
Okay, we should have asked that earlier because that's a lot to type in. Okay, Kathy, you got to learn how to type in. You got to learn how to type in the chat. We'll have her back.
Thank you so much. Sure, it's the thought that counts, but getting the wrong gift.
Excuse me. Okay, there we are. I didn't know what happened. SYBIL, where'd she go?
I don't know.
SYBIL just went away. She thought the show was ending. Well, we are ending, but God.
Yes.
Now we can say good night. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Listen, that was an accident. Thanks for watching.